Be sure to subscribe for your chance to win a custom leather playmat when we hit 2,500 subscribers. Welcome to Fast Effect Doublespeed Magic the Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we have Josh on Prowess versus Tyler on Ant. Two very fast decks, but Ant is capable of faster starts. We'll see. It's kind of difficult to guess what the actual average turn kill is. Oh, is Josh not actually on Prowess? Is he on Black Blue Ninjas? Well, that's a completely different story. Let's see if this is actually correct. Hopefully I have the correct name. We're meeting all sorts of new people, so I apologize if I got the name wrong here. We've got a Changeling, which is a ninja. So I believe this is correct. I think we're going to see Black Blue Ninjas squaring off here against Ad Nauseam, a control deck that has a solid draw engine when there's nothing to step in front of those like Ninja the Deep Hours. I actually sold my personal power a long time ago after losing to Proxied Ninja of the Deep Hours. I was at a tournament. They allowed proxies, and it was a really frustrating tournament. Had some really unclear proxies throughout the day, and I recall just losing to Proxy Ninja of the Deep Hours and just being like, why do I own power right now? This is just... Felt very discouraged. Of course, ended up... I was continuing to vend cards at the time, so it wasn't like I didn't have other power and didn't continue buying and selling power, but I just stopped holding on to a personal set for a short while. Ultimately, just not something that I ever want to miss out on, having the unlimited power. I think actually most of my set's beta now. Not like super on purpose. A lot of it's just like really beat up beta, and at the time it was pretty much about the same as unlimited. Like really nice unlimited was like the same as beat up beta when I ended up setting stuff aside for myself. But anyways, we're not playing with power here. We're playing Legacy. We've got ninjas drawing cards and Ad Nauseam with its back up against the wall. Not so much because of the life totals, but because of the ability to just every turn start to get outdrawn, you know, at least 2-1. And a Ponder. So Tyler sculpting. Now the only saving grace that is immediately obvious is if Tyler does have like Duress, Thoughtseize, anything to clear the way, that can work out all right. If he can, even if Josh draws a bunch of extra cards, if it's vulnerable to discard, then Tyler may be able to punch through a single critical turn. Because it's not like Josh can draw a bunch of cards in response to discard. That's really where things are really out of control, is when you're playing against a deck, you know, that has something like Thirst for Knowledge and like tons of mana, and or Gifts Ungiven, anything that can like respond after you're done discarding to just go find more counter magic. That's always super disheartening. But at this point, Tyler's being buried, but he may find a shovel and be able to dig his way out if he's able to get some discard, or if, you know, Josh just hasn't drawn counter magic, which he's testing. Force of Will, pitching Ponder, and Tyler's just going again. Dark Ritual, first one got countered, the second one's going to stick, and out come the energy. That Force of Will, at this point, I mean, we'll see. Maybe it only ends up adding Storm. Cabal Ritual with Threshold, so 6 black. A Pass in Flames would be very lethal if there's any type of tutor involved. Otherwise, he's going to have to rely on those cantrips to try and dig for a tutor or a tendrils, which is, it's a line. Let's see what Tyler's got. Past in Flames. With a whole bunch of mana floating. Oh, and there's a Infernal on top of the library, so not even an issue. Tyler knows he's got it there. Yeah, there are certainly times where you have to use like an LED in a situation like that to get 3 blue, and then, you know, ponder, shuffle, brainstorm, and then, you know, if you don't see it in all of those cards, well, you got. But that was plenty of mana with that Past in Flames, playing the Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual back out of the graveyard. Of course, you generally run it in backwards order. You want to use your Cabal Rituals first, just to make sure you never run out of Threshold. But Storm, a super fun deck, and frankly one that I don't think gets played. If robots played Magic instead of people, I feel like Storm would see a lot more play. I think it's a way better deck than its representation would kind of have you think. It's just, you know, when you're learning the deck, I mean, you're going to lose some games. You know, unless you've been playing for a really long time and have played a lot of different combo decks, when you're first learning Storm, it is very, very easy to have just little inaccuracies, or just like have your thinking not be on point, where you take lines that don't actually get you where you need to go. There's probably no easier match in Magic than a incompetent Storm player. Incompetent's not the word I was going for, but that's the gist of what I'm trying to say. Like a bad combo player is the easiest match in Magic because they accidentally kill themselves or create situations where they literally can't win. However, very often it is the case that the only way to become a good Storm player or a good combo player is to start out being a bad combo player. So there is that. The Fool is the precursor to the Sage. And so far, no major issues that I've seen with Tyler's lines. Difficult without seeing his entire hand, but, you know, fundamentally, like the fundamentals seem totally fine. And, you know, on that note, like, this is a solid keep. The Lion's Eye Diamond is taken there. And an Ornithopter put down. I got to imagine. And this is probably going to be a Duress. And the drawback here being that Josh likely... Oh no, he's actually going to daze the Duress. All right. A Ponder. And he's keeping, finding that second land. We'll see if he keeps the card underneath as well. And we got to expect a Ninja of the Deep Hours or the new Modern Horizons Ninja there. So Ornithopter, it's an enabler. It doesn't have any other synergy in terms of like being a ninja, so dealing combat damage like the Changeling does. And Tyler takes a read of the situation and just jams a Dark Ritual. Double Dark Ritual, it could be ad nauseum time very easily. And it is. Yeah, that's actually the only line available to him there. Unless he wanted to waste his Infernal Tutor. We got a Veil of Summer, Lotus Petal, and I think this might actually already be lethal. Ooh, the Tendrils. That's kind of a pain. I mean, I think at this point he's just going to go for the natural Tendrils to the face. 1, 2, 3. And Josh actually not going to make him play it out. That is that. Tyler picking up the win. Yeah, just going for the throat when felt like the shields were down, and it pays off big time. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.